Okay, so we take a look here now at these two swings. The left-hand one certainly set up now, much improved with that grip. And then getting that club in the fingers now of your left hand to make it so much easier now to square that club face up as you come back through. Right hip movement and lower half movement certainly looking a lot better. The issue we now when we get to that top of the backswing, getting a nice little bit of spine lean there, lower half rotating nicely on the way back. As we come back in the golf ball, sort of the left arm holding onto the club. I'm going to slow this down here now and hopefully you can see what we're talking about. Back of your left hand now, you can sort of see the whiteness on your glove there, the logo showing. That's not a bad position, but as we come through to this position now, what we want to see is almost an unhinging of the club. You can see when your arm's sort of shoulder height here now, how the club and the lead arm create almost a 90-degree hinge. We want to try and get to that same position, as you can see, nearly on this right-hand side now. That's a little bit further in the follow-through. But if we watch the movement here now, we start pulling with this left arm as you come into impact. Left arm now starts pulling a bit to the left. As we start bringing the club, even at this point here now, your right arm is here. Roughly speaking, now the club should be at least in line with the club and starting to sort of hinge up. And you can hopefully just about see this little blur of the shaft there. That club is still being held onto, causing that club face to stay a little bit to the left, to the right. And when that does happen, the ball starts going right, you just start trying to swing the golf club to the left. Would also be that same left elbow movement, kind of pulling the club to the left, just in your attempt to try to hit the golf ball, as we said before, non-right. Even if you come into this follow through now, hands kind of getting shoulder level, and the club now still in line there with your left arm, hasn't really unhinged with your right arm. If we were getting that swish of the club now with that right hand at this point with the right arm around about here, we'd expect to see the golf club hinged up, and it doesn't really catch up with the right arm until around about now, when your wrists start letting go of that golf club. Obviously by then that the club has gone well after impact and the information's been given to the ball. So practicing this move here now, we just sort of got the tail end of this practice swing here now. That's a better move. You can see a little bit of hinge there now. This is, again, still feels quite exaggerated. This is in the practice swing, okay, through to a nice follow through. We get one more again, same good backswing as we're coming back down now again, letting that club unhinge. So you can see here now, at least when the arm sort of shoulder level, the club shaft is just starting to sort of unhinge through to that follow through there now. So you can see much more unhinging of that club, getting that club face to square up. And then when we get to the golf ball now, as we've always said, and I know it's tricky, but once you get set to the golf ball, just focus on that grip and maybe some grip pressure, get you set up nicely now, and then focus on hitting the golf ball. And we just hope the practice swings sort of have started to embed the movements. But we'll see here now as we go back, get the same good backswing, top of the backswing position there. As we now start coming back to the golf ball, can we get that club shaft to be at least level with the right arm post impact? And you can see here now, it's certainly getting there. A little bit of work with that, as I said, but ideally at this sort of position here now, if we've sort of unhinged and got that swish with that club to help square that club face up, what we would expect to see is the lead arm on the way through, basically looking something like this one on the way back. So at this position on the right hand image, we want to see your arms looking something like that on the way through. And in time, with a bit of practice, we can get that swishing going. Now a lot of the stuff we've worked on with that hip movement, the leg movement, and the grip feeling a lot more comfortable, we can get that kind of reversed version of the backswing, where we're getting that L shape or that hinge to be hinging on that right hand one. So hope that makes sense, Leanne. Any questions, obviously give us a shout, but I'll catch you guys soon. Cheers.